Hi, I'm Renata I study at Tecnológico de Monterrey, and in this podcast I will talk about the SDG number 6. The Sustainable Development Goal 6 refers to ensure the availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. It is important for our health to drink water. Unfortunately, in 2019, there is a lot of water pollution around the world, and people must be aware of this. They must feel safe when they are drinking water, and the government must ensure that. The access to clean water is a basic human right, and still, many people don't get clean water. The government of each country need to increase their investment of management of freshwater ecosystem. I am focusing my project in the water sanitation of the US, so this interview will help us see the reality considering the opinion of the citizens. Also, I think it is important to know what are the other countries around the world doing in order to provide clean water to their citizens. This is why I decided to interview a few citizens from people around the world to know what they are doing to get clean water. So let's go to the first interview. I decided to interview Virginia Gabas Gil. She's 45 years old and was born in Toledo, Spain. She studied business management and currently she's living in Malaga, Spain, and she has lived there for many years now. Hello, Virginia, how are you?
Hi, Renata. Fine. And you?
Fine, thank you. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, do you know the measure your community takes to guarantee the consumption of clean water?
No, I don't know exactly the measurements, but water in Spain is really clean. You can actually drink water from almost whatever you want.
Is there any punishment for throwing trash into the seas?
Yes, of course. There are punishments for throwing trash into the seas. Actually, I was reading about that like 2 weeks ago. Like, people don't know really well these punishments, but they go like from 300 to 3,000 euros. And you will be punished if you make a campfire too.
Oh, and have you ever heard or participated in any campaign to clean a river?
No, I haven't participated in any campaign, but in the summer I saw many teenagers making campaigns to clean the sea. I don't know like if it's like almost every year, but it's really often. The government should support this type of campaigns.
Okay, thank you very much, Virginia.
Sure.
Now I'm going to interview Alexis Roman Pulido. He is a US citizen and he has lived in the United States almost all his life. He already has his green card and he was born in Mexico and he's 25 years old. He lives in Chicago and he loves that city because there are many things you can do. He just finished his degree and he's a dentist. He used to work in different restaurants doing his degree, but now he's focusing on what he really studied. Hello, Alexis. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
Fine, thank you. Can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know the measure your community takes to guarantee the consumption of clean water?
No, I don't know the measures my community takes to guarantee my consumption of clean water, but I live in the USA and you can drink water from almost wherever you want. I think it might be really clean, you know?
And is there any punishment for throwing trash into the seas?
I don't live near a sea, but still, I'm not aware of the punishments there might be if I throw trash into any lake. I should research about that.
Yeah, and have you ever heard or participated in any campaign to clean a river?
I haven't participated in any campaign, but I have heard about one that happened recently. There is a lake near here called White River, and like 2 weeks ago, I think, it was a Saturday, all the citizens were invited to clean this lake, and they also collected chemicals.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And finally, I'm going to interview Víctor Hugo Pulido Barrientos. He is 49 years old and he's Mexican. He has lived in Mexico for his whole life. He studied accountancy and he works in the National Institute of Health in Cuernavaca, Morelos. He works in a health area. Hello, Víctor Hugo. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Okay. Do you know the measure your community takes to guarantee the consumption of clean water?
No, I don't know the measures my community takes to guarantee this, but water in Mexico is not 100% clean. You can't drink water from wherever you go if you compare it to other countries.
And is there any punishment for throwing trash into the seas?
Well, when I go to the sea, there is always a lot of trash, and there is even more trash during summer or Easter week. I haven't seen any punishment for this terrible action, but the Mexican government should emphasize more this problem and try to put punishments for this, you know?
And have you ever heard or participated in any campaign to clean a river?
Oh, years ago I was in a beach and there was a group of guys inviting everyone to clean the beach with them. I decided to go for a walk and try to collect every trash I saw during my walk. I collected a lot of trash, you know. Sorry, I got. I do not know. I don't remember the name of this campaign, but it was a local campaign in Acapulco, Guerrero.
Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye. In conclusion, for this work, I thought it was really important to get the point of view of persons from different countries, and now I can compare all these answers. The Sustainable Development Goal 6 refers to ensure the availability and sustainable management of water and sanitation for all. They need the government's help of each country in order to achieve this goal. Unfortunately, all the persons I interview are not aware of what measures their community are taking in order to provide clean water to their citizens, so they probably might be consuming dirty water and they are not aware of this. That is something really dangerous. They also do not know the punishment their country do if you throw trash into the seas, and this is really sad because that means that the government is not doing or it is not informing their citizens what will happen if they throw trash into the seas. Also, it is really sad that they do not participate often in campaigns to clean any lake or sea. And finally, we must inform the citizens and invite them to keep our water clean. Thank you so much. Goodbye.